nights and scratches. Pints for this and pints for that, for town and country too. One call on the dog and blow, it's on the road to you.
Right.
Yay!
Anyways, we have a bunch of questions and such. I guess we could just start with what's your favorite thing to draw?
Probably like cartoon stuff, I guess.
Is it morbid to say body parts?
What's your favorite piece, do you think, that you've done?
I'm sure you guys. I think I only like it because of what Miss Hernandez told me about it. I showed it to her during one of my study halls, and her first reaction was, "Can I have a copy of that to hang in my bathroom?" And it's this one. That was just the funniest comment I've ever gotten.
Did you give her the copy? Is it hanging in her
I
bathroom?
scanned them all into a Google document for my art teacher, so I just also shared the document with her. She was like, "Thank you."
All my stuff is digital, but I had like a digital painting I was really proud of, I guess.
What is like the most odd or interesting or like surprising inspiration that you've had for a piece of artwork?
It took me an entire year to muster up the courage to message Lucas asking if he had a picture of Chloe from when she played Ophelia, because I remember seeing the play Hamlet and I was like, she's so pretty. I really want to draw her, but that's kind of awkward to go up to someone you don't know and be like, I want to draw you.
She was I'm going to say that mine is like, I really like early 2000s video game promotional artwork. It's like really low resolution and like kind of poorly done, but it was good for the time, and I just really like how it looks. So it inspires me kind of.
Dylan! You son of a
Hey. Well, thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you. I guess I'd like to thank John for being the best babe.
Yeah, I guess one of our biggest questions is, what do you look for in a bro?
You know, I look for those same interests and humor.
Yeah, I guess I look for someone that shares similar interests and I guess humor and activities.
Same answer because you're so connected.
So
all right, when did you guys meet?
Sixth grade. I hated them in fifth grade.
This is what I'm saying. Like all the best things like come from war, or come from a conflict, you know? So like, you know what I'm saying? Like you, like from the ashes emerges something beautiful. And that's
like a phoenix.
That's what, like a phoenix. That's exactly what's happened here. And I've got a lot of respect for that, you know?
All right, so with quarantine and all, when was the last time you guys were able to see your bro?
Last Friday. Thursday.
Did you do something fun? Little date? What was your date? Can you tell us, or is it not allowed to be told?
It's mine.
No, that's secret.
Oh, okay.
Too much styling stuff, got your hair feeling kinda goopy? Well, here's a scoop, get out the goop with new Ball shampoo.
Here we have the common hair cuttery, or hair salon, where people used to go to change their hair and do all types of crazy things with it. But two people in particular decided to change their hair and, well, do something quite nice with it, and tonight they're being recognized for it. Your winners for Best Hair are Riley Bailey and Leo Rosenbauer. So congratulations, you guys.
Hey! Oh, hell yeah. Just like 8th grade. Hang on.
Wait, you won it too in 8th grade?
Yeah, we have a picture together.
Oh, wow.
And I used a straightening brush today, so it's like
wait,
extra.
that's actually kind of cute.
That's
yeah. Hell yeah, Riley. Good job.
Nice.
Yeah, I get it. I get this hair from my Jewish dad. Props to all Jews.
I get mine from my Irish dad.
Props to all Irish.
Wait, that doesn't make sense.
All right,
yo.
A couple questions for you all.
Yeah,
we got some questions, huh? Okay.
Oh, questions.
What do your guys' hair routines, I guess, look like?
I shampoo it and condition it, brush it in the shower. I get
Nice.
out, brush it again. Then I divide my hair into like 4 pieces, blow dry it, and then flat iron it. Every time.
Wow.
Nice. It's a lot more than I do. My routine is usually, this is like a try to quadra weekly routine of mine. Definitely not every day, but more days than not. Hop in the shower, right? Rinse my whole body off, rinse my hair off. Then Dr. Brunner's Castile soap, big nice handful. Slather that into my hair, rub it good, massage the scalp until everything feels nice and minty. Rinse, brush, clean the rest of my body. Get out of the shower. Then I take a little bit of coconut oil, massage it into my scalp and hair thoroughly until it's that desired texture and consistency, like a nice bowl of Velveeta. And then
that's better than mine.
Yeah, and then I brush it out again, put it up in my bun, and go about my day. And I'm also gonna cut all my hair off pretty soon.
So what? You're just gonna buzz all your hair off, or what's happening?
I don't think I'm gonna buzz it all off. That sounds a little extreme. It'd probably give me some PTSD or something. But I think I'm just gonna have either like my mom or Marley just kind of attack it with scissors for like 30 minutes.
Ellie, what about you? Are you gonna change anything up dramatically?
I was jokingly going to buzz my hair off, but that would not go well. Imagine me with no hair.
Well, Marley, I've been pushing for dreads for a long time. I think dreads would be fly.
A lot of people want to see dreads on my hair.
It would look insane.
All right, well, lots of talk about, changing everything up. So if you had to dye your hair, what color would you do it?
I would bleach my head and do green tips.
Oh my God, what?
Like dark green tips.
I am a huge advocate for not touching your hair until you have to. So I don't even want to think about this. But I would try like blonde. I've always wanted to be blonde. So.
Blonde with the dreadlocks or just...
Oh, God. Bleach dreads. You look like a SoundCloud rapper.
I'm honored to win Best Hair with Leo for the second time ever.
It is an honor.
That's adorable. We should try and get your pictures from before and your pictures
Honestly,
from now. And do
I have
it. Good idea.
The hooks, me bucko. They grab you by the britches and haul you way up high. Then higher and higher and higher until you're hauled up to the surface. And then they cook you. And then they eat you. Or worse.
What could be worse than that?
Gift shops.
That's what I figured. Were there any consequences of having this bad of a case of senioritis?
Honestly, not really.
Who, in your opinions, like of people who had the worst cases?
Riley.
Did you guys have internships this year?
I did.
I didn't.
Good evening, Monument Mountain. My name is Claudia Marino, and I am overjoyed and honored to be presenting the award for Most Theatrical to you all tonight. Before we begin, I'd just like to acknowledge how many beautiful, wonderful people made it out tonight and are here in the crowd. Let's pan to the crowd. I'm so happy you all could make it in person in this space. Being able to see your faces brings me such joy. Now, I don't want to take up too much of your time with my riff-raff. You know I enjoy a good story. So let's get right down to it. The history of theater is complex, multivaried, and so long. It began over 2,000 years ago in ancient Rome with a man called Julius Caesar. Julius Caesar was the most famous playwright of his day. He wrote over hundreds of plays that were all world-renowned and much beloved. One day, Julius was walking down the street, and a young urchin boy with no clothes on his back and no money in his pocket said, "Julius, I want to write like you." And Julius said, "Young man, if you believe in yourself, you can do anything." That boy was William Shakespeare. So now, without any further ado, I'd like to present the awardees, the Most Theatrical of Monument Mountain. Mr. Parker Bell-Devaney, and Ms. Olivia Thiemann. Thank you very much.
That's whoa.
I know. Who would have guessed?
Oh
Well,
my god.
congratulations regardless.
No,
I know
yeah.
that
It was.
Thank you.
It was pretty obvious. Obviously, you both are very talented.
We have a couple of questions. The first question, very simple. What's the favorite production that you've been in? Use the word production because we're fancy.
Yes.
My favorite production would have to be when I was in A Month in the Country at the Williamstown Theater Festival. It was translated for the first time by the world's foremost Russian translators, and it was the premiere of the first English production of the play. So that was a great experience. That would definitely be my favorite production.
Was it a good play?
It was very long. It was like 3 hours long.
Oh God!
But it was definitely acclaimed, if you will.
Right.
Cool.
I think one of my favorites was definitely the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. I had a really fun time with that last year, especially with all the, improv that we did every night. I think that kind of switched things up, and that's something that doesn't really happen in most productions. It's usually script or strictly following a script. And so I had fun with that, playing around with that last year. And it was just a good cast and group and play. Yeah.
Our next question is, how old were you when you got your first lead?
I was in first grade. My first grade in elementary school back in Vermont, every first grade would do like a grade production, and we did the Granny Awards.
So
I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that, but it's like it's really, it's just like a little fairy tale.
Muddy Brook did that one too.
Did they?
Yep, we did that
Yeah.
one.
And I played Snow White, and that was my first breakout role. I got a solo and everything. Pretty cool.
For me, it was probably at the Montessori school. I was Tybalt and Romeo and Juliet when I was like 6 or 7.
And that's a very intense role for a small person.
A lot of anger.
But I can handle it. I can handle it.
Yeah, that was going to be my question. You felt like you could handle it? I mean, that really speaks to the maturity of the professional at that point.
Yeah, certainly. I was heavily involved with a professional industry at a young age. So,
what was your most kind of like embarrassing moment on stage? Something that either you were made to do that you weren't crazy about, maybe one point you forgot something along those lines.
I don't know if I can think of a mess up necessarily.
Parker doesn't mess up.
I've definitely fumbled lines before, and I've come out in Oklahoma. I came out like 30 seconds late. And I wasn't the awkward one. I wasn't the one standing on stage for 30 seconds, like waiting for my scene partner, but I was the one that made them do that.
I can't think of a time that I have messed up on stage, to be frank.
Well, when you're in the industry from 6 years old.
Yeah, when you're in the industry from such a young age, it's hard to, you learn the ropes. You learn the ropes.
Totally.
Probably Rory Hammond from Shakespeare and Company. She's very, very good at what she does, and she's intimidating, but in a good way. I like when directors are intimidating because, you actually get stuff done.
For me, it would be Richard Nelson. He's like an experimental director. He directed that play I was in Williamstown. That was, definitely really sweet because it was. I mean, I was like little, so it's not like super impressive. But the tickets were like $100 to the show, and I was like, it was a big thing. So he was definitely he did this thing where he had us, and he didn't want us to project or talk loud. So instead, he installed 2,000 mics hanging from the ceiling over the stage, and it was you were supposed to talk quietly, and that
wow,
yeah. So that was a cool thing.
Any message to the cast, the younger classmen, that since, you know, it was your, or message to the monument stage that you have to say goodbye to? Sorry, I know it's very sad, but any strong memories, strong words to the cast, pieces of advice, anything?
No, this, you know, it's definitely it's a unique experience that you're not really going to get anywhere else in any sort of theater. I think high school musicals, and, you know, I haven't gone to another high school, but I get the sense that it really is unique at Monument in the quality of the production and also just the experience, because there's, you know, for some people, they're not, you know, going into act. I mean, I'm not going into acting, but people are, you know, just trying acting or, you know, anything like that. And it gives you a chance to be part of something that really is relatively professional. I mean, for a high school, it's really, really impressive, but it also isn't, it's such a social opportunity. I know I've made countless, you know, friends. I'd say being in the musical my freshman year, I'd say specifically I got to make so many friends that I definitely wouldn't have made that, you know, I still am able to connect with and talk to this day. So I think it's a really special place in terms of connection and life experience.
Yeah, I agree. I think we're very fortunate to have such a wonderful production space and director and cast. I'd say for the underclassmen, you know, don't stop, like, don't just, if you don't, you know, it takes a while for some people to get to the top, if you consider that. So this is so cheesy, but, like, don't give up. Like, don't just stop if you don't get a major role your first or second year, because it does that, like, your effort and motivation throughout the year is shown through your effort and your work. So if you stick with it, the directors will see that and they'll recognize it and appreciate it, and that'll hopefully get you to where you want to be. And it also continues to prepare you and gives you good training. So
yeah, well said, Olivia. I've definitely heard people,
very well said,
other upperclassmen say that
may,
before. Yeah, go, Will.
I don't know if I have the right to speak, but as someone who just did musical for junior and senior year, I would say if anyone who was an underclassman and was watching this for some reason, if you feel like there's any type of desire to do musical, I would do it as early as you can, in case you end up really liking it, because then you have the rest of the years to do it. Because definitely. I did it junior year just because, and I ended up really loving it, but I only had a couple years. So.
And every year there's a different vibe too, and there's a different cast, and it's a different production. So, like, if you're not, you know, if it's not like your favorite year one year, don't feel discouraged. Just continue to do it if it's something you love to do, because it really does change in a good way.
Yeah.
Lovely. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Thank you.
Congratulations to both of you.
Oh, yeah,
the Zoom's ending in less than a minute. I'm sorry, but I'm not paying money. Okay, bye.
Oh,
all right.
Bye. Thanks, guys. Nice to see you all.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice to see you too.
Bye.
See you at graduation, maybe.
Ryan.
Oh my God, I'm here.
So, any initial thoughts or people you'd like to thank for bringing you to this position?
Well, I don't know who voted for me. The voters.
All the fans of my comedic geniuses. I like to thank the teachers for letting me be disruptive during class. My mom for giving birth to me.
Just don't think too hard, but we just like to ask both of you to recall your probably the stupidest or funniest thing you did in class.
It was in AP Lang when I completely misspelled Jaguar, thinking it was JANUJAR. It wasn't at all.
and everyone laughed at me.
How about you, Ryan?
You kicked me sophomore year.
Okay.
Well, Ryan, what did we pull you away from to be on this?
Veal parm.
What? Veal parm?
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I feel bad now.
It's an oven. It might burn.
Do you think it's gonna be a good one, or?
I hope so.
Worst trouble you've ever gotten in for clowning?
Never.
I just get told to shut up, but I never get actually in trouble. They just tell me to shut up, and I'm like, okay.
What teachers have put up with it the best?
I'm very proud of Miss Deuce, because I was probably the most disruptive and stupid in that class, and she just let it happen for the most part. I was really poorly behaved there. Oh, and Miss Moss, I was pretty poorly behaved there. Anything with Mr. Leslie, I didn't behave at all. Yeah, mostly I feel like Lang was the surprising one. I really was bad in that class.
Well, thank you guys for...
Wait, no, Nick, no.
Okay,
no.
I'm
We're thinking about wrapping it up. I had someone who I wanted to come in and say a couple words about our good friend Ryan. Hi, Andrew.
I knew it was going to be Andrew. Andrew, do you have a beard?
Oh my god.
Dude, he's rocking it.
What
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, yeah, Andrew's here to shed some light on how great of a person Ryan Schaefer is. You know,
Ryan, I'm so proud of you as vice president of Ryan's Friends Club.
I paid you to do better.
Really proud of everything you've done. You're so funny. Edgard wishes he was here to send his congratulations to. Don't really know what award you won, but you deserve it, buddy. And we're just all so proud of you here. Keep it up.
Good.
There's 1 minute left in the veal parm, so.
Andrew, are you the mastermind behind Ryan's humor, or is it a collaborative effort?
No, he's something entirely different.
He's just something entirely different. You just like to put it on blast. Yeah.
I'm just proud of him.
Tonight, on the new dating game, you'll meet Arnold Schwarzenegger, the current Mr. Olympia, and former Mr. Universe and Mr. World, and Amanda Jones, the lovely young lady who is this year's Miss USA. That's tonight on the new dating game. Now here's the host of the new dating game, Jim Lang. And here we go.
Good job, guys. You've done it.
Did you guys see that coming at all, or no?
Nope, not at all.
A little bit, yeah.
We were trying to come up with some questions to ask you guys, and I was like, what can we even ask them? I don't know.
There are no questions that would not be terribly awkward and terrible to answer. Hello everyone, it's Future Will here with a special Future PSA. This interview was incredibly awkward, and I think for all of us really, for me because I don't want to edit it, and for you because you don't want to watch it, we're going to end up leaving it on the cutting room floor. There was one point, however, when Jake brought his hamster out.
Is that an animal?
Yeah, Jake is saving us right now. Who is that, Jake?
This is Gus.
Seems like a kind man. What is Gus?
Gus is a dwarf hamster.
Oh, nice. Okay. Other than that, though, we're gonna leave this interview because I think you've seen everything there is to see. So yeah.
A few words about Levi's jeans and cords. Levi's.
It's Genera. Goldwater. Turn it on. Show it off. It's Genera.
So, you have been nominated because you've been voted to have a celebrity lookalike. Are you ready for this?
Hold on, do you think you can guess?
People I've been told that I look like Matt Damon. I feel like more realistically it's going to be something
Wait. Hold up. I'm sorry. Jason Bourne, Matt Damon.
I mean, yeah. That's just what I've been told.
All right. Well, I don't know if this quite has the same kick to it.
Oh,
It's not. No.
Yeah, I figured.
Ta-da!
It's all Macaulay Culkin, everyone's hero, also known as the kid from Home Alone. Parker, have you ever been in a Home Alone like situation in your house?
I can't say I've ever been in a situation of that gravity, but I've definitely been home alone before.
We don't have this question. This is a little off the rails. Do you think that the kid from Home Alone in the movie should be tried and possibly arrested for what he did?
No, it was self-defense.
Helen, do you have any guesses? I feel like you definitely do.
I do, but I feel like only like a few of my friends would have voted me for this person. But I don't think that like people that I don't know would have like made the connection.
Ta-da!
Yay!
It's Summer McKean.
It's
Helen,
that person.
I have to tell you, no other girl celebrity lookalike came up other than you and Summer McKean.
Really?
Oh yeah, and it was a hefty amount
How many
of votes.
people voted me and her?
Probably like 20, 25. I mean, I have to say, participation on this survey was abysmal for our grade.
Really?
But
you should see the class dues. Helen, Nick and I have a question for you.
Yes.
Who the hell is this?
She was a YouTuber. She is a YouTuber, but she's like now like a beauty influencer, I guess. But she's super cool. She grew up in Utah, I think.
In like a real world scenario, do you think you guys could pass for these people?
Oh God. Maybe if I was rich and could like buy cool clothes and like get my hair done.
I think that, in the right situation, I could pass for Mr. Culkin.
Like in a foreign country, like say you're like on vacation in Mexico. Like you think you
Actually, when I was in Indonesia,
oh, that's a good example.
We got asked to take a lot of photos with people. A
Because
lot
they
of
thought
people
you were
thought
the
that
Home
my
Alone
dad
kid.
was Brad Pitt. A lot of people thought he was Brad Pitt.
Parker, I think you'd have an advantage because everyone has seen him when he was in Home Alone, right? And he was a real small kid, and probably not as many people know what he looks like now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. When I was young, I definitely looked a lot like him. Now, I think we took different life paths.
Give us your best face.
All right.
Just gotta get this on it. Helen, I think you'd also be able to pass easily because does this person not have like a bunch of tutorials on how to look like them?
She definitely does. I also, over the summer, I was in the bank and a lady came up to me and asked if I was famous. And I was like, I'm not, but I wish I was. But
in a bank?
Wait,
in the Berkshire Bank in town.
Was she like older or was she like our age? Or?
Like 40, maybe?
She didn't even ask if you were a person. She just got the vibe that you were famous.
Yeah.
Look no further than the humble caterpillar. Because if there's one thing we've learned from them, it's that change is possible. But at last he'd found what he'd been looking for. High in the Atlas Mountains of Morocco were hundreds of thousands of nomads waiting for the right conditions to push north.
Most changed.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I see that.
How would you describe yourselves freshman year, like the person you were then?
Freshman year, I was really scared, sort of like baby, I would say. Like, I looked like a baby, I felt like a baby, I was not ready for high school at all. I'd say that's how I felt going into freshman year. I mean, towards the end of it, I did kind of get a sense. I was happy with it. But, yeah.
I feel like you speak for a lot of people when you say that.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah, I believe that.
What about you, Rose?
I was a mess. I had no idea who I was. I was just trying to, figure out this whole thing of who I am and how I present myself. It's definitely been a journey, but definitely improved a lot since freshman year.
Gotcha.
All right. Well, if that's what you guys were like freshman year, how would you describe yourselves now, do you think?
I feel like I've sort of gained a sense of maturity over the years. Also, I sort of gained a little courage, and I feel like I can actually do things on my own now. Which, I mean, yeah, it's kind of vague, and I bet everybody thinks that way, but...
Definitely a lot has changed. Would have never pictured any of what's going around in my life right now to be happening. Definitely took it by surprise, but I wouldn't take anything back, and I wouldn't do anything different, because any mistakes that were made or anything that was difficult just kind of shapes who you are and how you present yourself in the world. So I'm definitely like way more confident and just okay with how things are.
What are like the biggest, like most monumental things that have changed in your life or that have changed about you in high school?
Well, I'd say definitely one was getting out of my house, moving out. That was a big change for me, which I was scared of at first, but then I learned to love it.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say I liked how it happened, but I liked what happened after it. And throughout high school, I loved just being at school, talking with people, seeing my friends, everything. Yeah, I'd say the way I think has changed for the better too. I'd say I think a lot happier now. I was very depressed freshman year, and I sort of got a handle on that. I'd say I'm all good for the better now.
The biggest change, well, I'm engaged now, so I guess that's kind of a big change.
That's a big one, yeah.
Congratulations.
How exactly did that happen?
Yeah, congratulations, by the way.
How exactly did it happen? Well, I've known this person for 7 years, but we've only been together for like a year, which seems crazy, but we moved in together and lived together for 8 months, and then survived like 3 months of only letter communication because he went to boot camp. And so like we kind of figured that we're pretty steady, we're pretty solid. And it's kind of a trend in military relationships to get engaged early because it means you can actually talk to each other.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I get a lot of like judgment on it because we are so young, but also like if it feels right, I'm not really gonna question it.
Yeah, and if it's what you want to do.
Of course. Whatever makes you happy.
Mm-hmm.
What are your plans for the future? What do you see in your future right now?
Or even on top of that, do you think that where you are now is where you'll kind of be, like personality wise, or do you think that you'll change almost as much as you have in the past to now?
I'd say my mindset would definitely change throughout time because you never know what'll happen in the future. I could get old and grumpy. I could stay happy forever. Who knows? I think I would definitely try to stay as happy as I possibly can, as long as I possibly can. I'd like to think that. But for career-wise, I think probably start at BCC, maybe move to a bigger college, maybe go into business or maybe even engineering or something like that. Not too sure yet.
For attitude change, well, I hope that I like keep growing as a person as I age. It would kind of suck to be the same since being a senior in high school and never change throughout your life. I hope I get more comfortable with just sitting with myself and sitting in the space that I create in my own company, because especially like since the person I love is, going to be deployed and off in different parts of the world, I have to become very comfortable with my own company. And I think I hope that I get better at that and I can grow into a more put together person. Career wise, I don't have a solid plan of what I want to do. I do have a scholarship for free tuition for 6 years at a college, so I
awesome.
Do have that as a backup. That's a nice plan. I'd like to become a teacher, but I also I'm not dead set on what I want to do for the next 30, 40 years of my life. I haven't quite gotten it, but I know I'll figure it out.
That's funny that you guys, the people voted most change, don't have a concrete idea of what they want to do. Right.
I guess that means we're sort of always available for change.
Yeah, exactly. Or at least more open to it than other people.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Better way of putting it.
That's nice.
Hi, everyone. In case you don't remember me because you haven't seen me in a long time, or you don't recognize me because of my quarantine beard, I'm Mr. Anand. And I've been asked to present a senior superlative for you all. And I was going to get dressed up for the occasion, but I said the heck with that. I have my Spartan cross-country sweatpants, my Spartan softball shirt, and my Spartan winter hat, where I'm comfortable and the most comfortable being with you all. So that's what I have to say. And to the senior class, I want to say I'm so sorry that your year has turned out and ended like this. But you can look back in history and say we had the longest senior skip day ever. A whole quarter of not being at Monument Mountain, for good or bad. But to be honest with you, I miss you. I miss being able to high five, give you fist pumps, and a hug when you need it. And I hope that we'll get together real soon and be through this, because we're Spartan strong. So, without further ado, I have been instructed to present the cutest would-be couple. I always like that kind of stuff, and you know it. So who do we think could be the winners of this category? Oh, I may have to stand up for this one to even get close to looking them in the eye. The winners of the cutest would-be couple are Fiona Horan and Zach Goffin. Congratulations, you all. And I look forward to seeing you. And I have one last thing. Because I do have a feeling that good times are ahead, Monument Mountain. I miss you. Class of 2020, you're awesome and super. Have a great one, and I see you soon.
You're kidding me.
Hey.
Hey. Yay.
How do you guys feel about that?
Interesting stuff.
So yeah, did you guys, was there any, universe in which you saw this coming?
No.
Not really, no.
Alright, do you guys have anyone that you want to, thank, maybe?
Like an acceptance speech, anything?
I'm good, yeah.
Okay, we have another question.
Yes,
So,
sure, we
since
got a line of questions.
You're a would-be couple, so, would-be, meaning, I don't know. But, Zach,
Hypothetical.
If you would be a couple, where would your would-be first date be? Where would you take Fiona?
Well, she's vegetarian, so that's kind of tough.
Oh, that's so considerate, Zach.
Wherever she would want to go.
That's beautiful.
That is lovely.
That's a really lame answer.
And Fiona? How do
Yes.
you think John and Diane would feel about you bringing Zach home?
They would love it.
Nice. That's awesome. That's really awesome.
We've got one more question. Do you think you would hyphenate or just straight up take Gotham?
Oh, Zach left.
We're
All
sorry.
right, well,
We're sorry,
thank you,
Fiona.
Sorry.
We could handle whatever came our way. As a kid, do you want to play football with us or do you want to fight us?
Play has Pietrkowski missing badly, a tribute to his speed.
I didn't vote for either of you. I did not think that either of you were even like in contention for this.
Rosie, I think I did vote for you.
I guess this is.
I'm not surprised you voted for me. Will, you hate my music, and you've told me so many times.
Yeah. But Ed is the one that I don't understand at all. Because
Yeah,
I feel
we
like
play music in the senior center all the time.
He's got a very cultivated music palette. I was very surprised.
Yep. Oh, I just killed myself.
if you were to describe your taste in music, how would you do so?
Well, I just maxed out Spotify's playlist thing, so I couldn't tell you.
How many songs is that?
I'll tell you in a second.
Rosie, what about you? How would you describe your taste?
I don't think I'm the person to ask about that. I feel like people who ride in my car with me would be the person, maybe like Henry Van Scoy, because I drove him to quiz team meets and to crew. Yeah. Or you know my music taste.
I don't know how to describe it.
Exactly.
Offbeat. Black Eyed Peas are a big part of it.
Okay.
It's never good.
I'm sorry.
I don't actually listen to the Black Eyed Peas. I don't actually listen
Whoa!
to
Wait, what?
Whoa! 10,000 songs in the playlist, Will.
And that's when they cut it off?
10,000.
What are some of your favorite bands, favorite artists?
Number 1, Childish Gambino. Number 2, The Doors. Number 3, K-Dot, Kendrick Lamar. Yeah.
I listened to the 1975, Beckley McKenna, Young Gravy, of course. I actually was going to see him in concert last month. Postponed until November.
How much?
I also listened to Freddie Van Fleet and Aerosmith. Tickets just to see him for standing room are $35.
Are you still planning on going?
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
One big question for you guys is anybody you would like to thank for helping put you in the position to receive this award?
I hate this position. I hate you. I hate you. There you go.
Probably the people who were in the 8th period in the senior center. So like Schaefer, Eliza, you, and those few other people that popped in, because that's the only time anyone heard me play music. I'm so upset I got the same award as Ed.
Hey man, I'm mad I got this award. I'm the Ox Master.
I agree. I completely agree.
I will agree with that as well.
Yeah.
As Ox Master, I don't think I should have this.
Ladies first.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You guys are so killers.
So, I mean, I guess the first question is, do you agree with that?
Oh, yeah.
I do too. I saw this coming, not gonna lie.
I'd kick some serious ass.
What skills do you think? What are your skills that would lend to helping you?
Killing stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I hunt deer and eat them. So, I mean, that probably helps.
Yeah, exactly.
I was actually just having this conversation with my parents because we watched the movie, and they were like, what do you think your skills would be? I mean, I would say knife throwing. I throw knives in my backyard for fun.
You said you just watched the movie?
Yeah, it's my favorite movie.
Oh.
That's it.
What's everyone's familiarity with it? Have you read the books? Have you seen the movies? Just the concept?
Both. Yeah.
I saw the movie a while ago.
What do you think, like, your immediate strategy would be?
Mine would probably be not hide, but I wouldn't go right into it. I would kind of sit back and think it through and then make my move.
Do you think you'd kind of like let people come to you, or do you think you'd really be more active?
Oh, I would just go off into the woods and build me a blind and right on top of a trail and wait for people to walk by.
Yeah, that's kind of smart.
Okay, we know you can kill a living creature because you've done it
Do you think you could kill a living creature?
I couldn't kill an animal, but I could kill a human.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. What do you think you would do about food?
I mean, if it came to that, I would kill an animal, yes.
All right.
So I guess.
So yes, you would kill an animal.
Yes, I would kill. Mm-hmm.
Experience Tanglewood. The upscale town of Lenox is the summer home of the Boston Symphony Orchestra.
Yay!
Initial reactions or anything like that?
It's funny to me. Yeah, it kind of makes sense. I grew up here, so.
Speaking of that, have you guys lived here your whole life, or did you move here, or anything like that?
I lived here my whole life. I've been attending Berkshire Hills since preschool, so.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been here the whole time too.
What do you think your most Berkshire quality is? I don't know exactly what that would be, but
like the part of yourself that you feel like most connects to the Berkshire.
I think for me, I guess it would just be loving the area. You know, I really love our surroundings. We have some beautiful nature here.
I'm pretty much with Luna, like embracing where we live and stuff like that.
What's your most Berkshire like activity that you guys do you think?
I swim at Green River, so I guess that's
Green
mine.
River.
Love the
I
Green
was gonna
River.
say Guido's is your most Berkshire thing.
Oh,
Luna.
that's true. Yeah, I guess that's a big one for me. Is
Yeah.
Guido's.
John, running at Monument.
I'd say mountain biking.
all right. Well, going off of nature and all that, what's your favorite kind of spot in the area?
October Mountain State Forest. Holy crap. It's the best place ever.
For me, like I said, the Green River. I love that spot. It's just where I go in the summer.
I actually have no idea where either of those places are.
Will, you're such a
Dude,
Berkshire poser.
guys, October Mountain literally touches like every single town in Berkshire County.
The Green River, there's literally like a bazillion different spots you can go.
But where is it town-wise?
Like it goes from
Everywhere.
Egremont and Great Barrington, Sheffield.
Oh yeah, see, so that's why I've never heard of it.
You've never heard of it?
Next question. Where are you guys planning on going in the future? Are you sticking around here? Are you staying close?
For me, going to college only an hour away, so I mean, definitely visiting home on weekends. I think that has more to do with my baby brother than it does necessarily the Berkshire. No, I definitely want to expand and go other places, but I'm just grateful that I grew up where I did because it's really beautiful here.
I honestly don't know where I'll end up just because, I don't know. I'm guessing out west somewhere like California or Wyoming or some shit.
Cerebellum. So the cerebellum is this part of the brain which.
Hello.
Hi, Seth.
Oh, Seth's back. How is everyone?
What's up, Seth?
Seth, I'm also here.
Anyone you'd like to thank for this award, this accomplishment for getting you here?
I'd like to thank the student body, my peers, my classmates, my teachers.
Everything Seth just said.
Very nice.
Definitely peers and teachers.
Nice. What, if you had to pick, what would be your favorite class from your Monument career?
Oh, I know mine. Freshman English with Mr. Gagnon. The best class I've ever taken.
French 1 with Mr. McCartney.
Oh,
Nice. And if you guys could just let us know what you think the smartest thing you've ever done is.
Seth, I'm gonna let you go first on this one.
Choose to attend a monument, of course.
Hey.
Mine's gonna sound a lot worse, not as cute as that one. But I wrote a 30-page thesis on constitutional law, and then I didn't finish it.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Order the classic 12 long-stemmed roses for $19.95, or the ultimate 24 long-stemmed roses $29.95. The phone number 5 FLOWER.
シンセは体の一部になった。音作りご機嫌のポリ。
Oh, nice.
Hey.
Congratulations.
Congrats, guys.
Thanks, guys.
So, as per usual, we have a couple questions for the winners.
What musical instruments do you guys play? How many?
Wait. Can we slow down first?
Hold on.
I play piano.
We can't actually because
Okay.
Jack's phone's gonna die.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I play guitar and piano.
Is music in your guys' futures at all?
Yeah, well, I'm going to Peabody, so that's a music school. So.
Where is it?
Oh yeah, man.
It's in Baltimore.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's sick.
I'm releasing music soon.
You're releasing music.
Yeah.
Cool.
With Will Schillinger, like the guy from Housatonic, who's like producer that like Lauren has worked with, and, like some people like that. I've been to that recording studio, Emma. It's really cool. So nice. It's so nice. I love it there.
I've just been practicing. I guess maybe some stuff will be on the way soon, but yeah.
What are you guys majoring in for college? Are you both majoring in something music related?
I'm majoring in, well, it's the school I'm going to is part of Johns Hopkins, so I think I'm going to like do a dual major in religion and classical composition, and then that's at the music part of it.
Nice.
And then maybe the year after that, I'm going to try to join the jazz program. So that's what I'm planning on doing.
Cool.
That would be awesome.
At Berkeley, I'm majoring in what is it, like professional music? It's like producing, music business, and production. No, and songwriting. Who is that?
That's my brother.
Wait, do you have? I think I saw your little brother at like Mansfield or something, and I waved at him, and I was like, "Whoa, that's not Jack Lance."
It's Speed's older brother, Rex, in disguise as Racer X.
Ta-da!
It's surprising.
It's interesting.
It is. I mean, I love cars. I don't know about Maddie.
I like cars. I just don't know a lot about them.
You pick the car?
I don't know.
When did you guys get your licenses around?
You got it a year before me.
Yeah, I did, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got mine a year before Maddie's. I got mine 6 months after I turned 16.
And same with me.
What's your relationship, I guess, with cars? Were you, interested in them before you got your license? Anything like that?
Way before I got my license.
Yeah, pretty much.
Way.
How long have you been like fixing cars, Zach? Would you say that you're pretty good at it?
I'd say I'm pretty good at it.
So I could trust you to fix my car?
What's wrong with your car?
I have no idea. But if there was something wrong with my car, I could trust you to fix it?
Yes.
Good. That's good to know. I'll remember
Are you
that.
usually asked by your friends to fix cars and stuff like that?
All my friends. I've had a few other people that I didn't know, so I kind of said no. But
Maddie, how do you feel about winning Most Likely to Fix Your Car, even though it sounds like it might not be such a good idea?
It's interesting.
Do you think you could fix someone's car if they called you up?
Like do you think you could jump a car?
Yeah.
Starting small.
It's not even fixing a car. That's like a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
As very intellectual car people, if your check engine light goes on, are you on top of that like right away?
I am.
Yeah.
Gotta be sure, but I know why mine's on, so.
Mine's been on for 4 months.
Did you look at it?
Yeah.
What is it?
I don't know. It's a code, a sensor
you
for
look up
something.
the code. You know what it is?
It's a sensor somewhere.
Hey, I get that censure check. You can go off the road. You know.
What do you mean?
I'm joking. At the time, it's stupid. It's like, oh, your air pressure is down 1 psi. Like, you sure?
Or like the gas cap thing, if you don't screw your gas cap on all the way.
Yeah, EVAPs suck. Once that happens, certain cars, you literally have to go through the entire computer just to reset that one thing.
Oh, wow. Good to know.
Yeah.
Quarters for $2. 2 quarters for $5, please. Oh boy, I'd appreciate it. On Alaska Airlines, we have low fares too, but you'd never know it by the way we treat you. I'll be back in a minute.
Oh yeah.
Sense. I see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
We got a couple questions for you, as we ask everybody a few questions after we tell them which one. Best place you've ever been inside the United States and outside?
Best place, probably Colorado. That's where I was
Mm.
born. Love it there, the mountains and everything. And then outside the country, you said?
Yeah.
Thailand?
I'm gonna say in the country. That's a hard one. I really like the Berkshires, to be honest. But Vermont's really cool as well. And then out of the country, definitely Vietnam and Ho Chi Minh City specifically.
So both of you, I know, are planning on college at some point. Where do you want to go abroad?
In the future?
Yeah, like
Just
for
in
study.
general?
Like
Oh,
junior
for
year,
studying abroad.
you're going abroad.
Ideally, if you could pick somewhere to study. Well, I feel like if I went to Europe, like say I went abroad in like Italy or something, it's so easy to travel around Europe. You could like go to like England for a couple days and then like Germany. So I definitely would want to go to somewhere in Europe so I could just travel down there.
Yeah.
Do you want to go somewhere English speaking or no? I don't know. I mean, I know a little bit of German. I know a little bit of Spanish. But I feel like traveling around Europe would be so awesome.
I think for me, probably Cornwall, England. I went there this summer and I felt like this feeling of kind of peace and I don't know, just a feeling of like happiness and fulfillment there. And it might be really cool to study there and just have some time in England.
Can you guys name all the countries you've been to? Winter, you go.
Okay. I've been to Vietnam, Canada, England, Ireland, Italy, and Spain.
I've been to Canada and Spain too. Japan, Costa Rica, Ecuador, Thailand, Mexico, the Bahamas. I went to Turks and Caicos. I don't really know if that counts. It's a British territory. But it's not the US, so I guess that counts. I have another question. What is your, not the crazy stuff, it doesn't have to be the craziest, but a crazy traveling experience?
I think for me that part of it is just being in another place and every experience is kind of amplified. So it's really hard to like pick out a crazy travel experience because anything that you do feels crazier when you do it in another country.
Yeah.
But for me, I think shooting an AK was something that I couldn't do in the US. So shooting an AK was cool in Vietnam.
Yeah,
and,
probably not.
cliff jumping in England also, and like backflipping off a boat in Italy was cool too. So yeah.
Mine's kind of a bit of a story. In Thailand, I was there for 2 weeks, and the first week was great, amazing. And then the second week, all hell kind of broke loose. I got like really bad food poisoning one day, and then I like recovered, I was fine. Then literally the next day, we were on like an elephant conservation, and we were like giving the elephants like a bath with like these like
sticks that had like a cloth attached to it. And so I put my stick down and I went and like talked to someone, and then I came back and picked my stick up, and there was a scorpion on it about like this big, and it stung me in my hand, and it was like extremely painful.
No.
And so I like dropped the stick, and I can't speak Thai, and the only person around me was this guy that he didn't speak English. I turned to him and I was like, I just got stung on my hand by a scorpion. And he was like, what? And I like pointed to the scorpion. And so he killed it. And I like went to my like camp counselor person that was like on the trip with me. And she was just like, here's some cream, like you're gonna be fine. If you might have an allergic reaction to it, and if you do, you're like screwed. I was like,
Jesus.
lit.
Yeah,
Oh.
I remember so much pain for like 3 days.
Maya, they told me they were like, yeah, if it like gets any worse, we're gonna have to take her to the hospital. But it's like an hour and a half away because we were all the way up in the mountains.
So I just took like a crap ton of CBD gummies, and that was fine. So.
Oh yeah.
Space. Does your home sometimes feel like it's getting cramped and cluttered? Well, here's the solution. Space Bag Vacuum Seal Storage Packs. Space Bags lets you compress all of this down to...
Oh my god, yay!
Hey.
Yay! I love that one. Congrats.
So, as you know, we have a few questions. So one of our first questions was, what is the least organized part of your life, or the part of your life that you are the least organized in?
For me, honestly, I really showed up to the first day of school with the full pack of pencils, and by the first week, it was over, they were all gone, and then I proceeded to show up to class without a pencil for the rest of senior year. So that's probably the most organized I've been. Or the least organized.
What about you, Zach?
It has to be like school organization. Like I always just throw shit into my folders and binders and stuff. I don't care like how it works and stuff. It's not the best method, but like I don't do that. I do okay in school, so like whatever.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen your backpack, Zach, and it's just...
Zach's bag.
Yeah, Zach, I feel like you're very externally messy, but internally you know what's going on. So
he's got it figured out, but it's like the plan, not the method.
So it's like he's got a little like grunge look going on, you know? It's like, oh.
Trust me.
The execution is not there, but that's all right.
How often would you say you get like bit really bad by not being organized?
I mean, I think a lot of people, as far as like school and the whole pencil thing, people would get very angry with me for asking, but yeah. I think in general, like my room's pretty clean, and like, I don't know, like my parents kind of get on me if it's a little messy, but like, I don't know. I feel like I'm improving, which is all that matters.
There you go.
I feel like probably when I have to study for like midterms and finals and stuff, because then I actually have to organize, and it takes a long time because I didn't organize for like half or the whole year, so I'm kind of screwed there.
Yep.
Are you better off than you were 4 years ago? Is it easier for you to go and buy things in the stores than it was 4 years ago?
Hi, Greta. Welcome to hell.
Yeah.
Excited to be here.
All right, well, Greta, you have gotten the honor of being voted by your peers to be most likely to be president.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay, I was worried for a second.
So, Greta, as president, what's your first move, do you think?
It's a really good. There's a lot of pressure. I haven't been president since junior year.
Last year, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so wait, before you do that, then, do you want to recap your history with presidencies?
Sure, I can do that. It started in 8th grade when I skated by and became president of Monument Valley. Freshman year, I ran unopposed and won. Sophomore year,
I lost 2 elections to Seth Wyatt.
Which one was the one with the posters that just said Greta?
Oh, that was junior year.
Yeah, those were good.
Yeah, I also did lose that election, but it was by like 1 vote, which was weird.
Should have gone for a recount. And then you didn't run this year, is that true?
I did not. Yeah, no. I figured losing like 5 elections was enough for me.
You decided to call it?
Yeah, it felt like my time.
If you could pick anyone ever, like in the history of the world, dead, alive, anywhere, anything, to be your VP,
Ooh, that's
who
a
would
good
it be?
one. It sounds really lame, but I think Michelle Obama. I mean, like, imagine being her friend. Like, you have to be really
Not your friend, your vice president. That's your best friend. I was thinking along the lines of like, I don't know why, but Kermit the Frog came to mind. So you having an actual answer was like,
wait, so
bounds ahead.
In your head, you were answering my question, and your answer was Kermit the Frog.
Well, it's just something I thought about. Greta, do you have any policies you think you would enact? Anything that you, in your head, has to get done?
Yeah, when I was in like 2nd grade, I wrote this thing about how if I was president, I would stop the war that kills people. So I guess that comes to mind because I could not spell.
Well, that's a pretty good message.
I think so too.
What did you get for a grade on that? Check plus?
You know, I'm hoping to check plus.
So what are you going on to do after high school?
Well, I'm headed to UMass next year for political science and legal studies, which is very fitting.
There you go, yeah.
And probably, hopefully, law school. And who knows from there?
Is there a chance that we see your name on the ballot years down the line?
You know, I am looking more the judicial branch, but then again, I'm 18.
So
it could change.
Who's to say, yeah.
Yeah.
True.
I don't know.
I feel like I did have a final question, and this one might be a bit trivial, if that is the correct word. What's your favorite state? Do you want me to bring Wesley in while you're thinking about that?
Oh my God, yes!
I got him, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Wesley, we're just going to cut to the chase. Basically, we're going to walk you through the basic questions. What do you think has to get done the second you become president?
Nationalize all industries. You know, abolish fuel transportation, as inconvenient as it is.
If you were to, you could take anyone alive or dead as your vice president, your running mate. Who would you choose?
Daniel De Leon. Y'all probably won't know him, but
not at all. Greg, did you decide what your favorite state is, by the way?
Once again, I like Massachusetts. I don't know.
Massachusetts is high-key sick.
I feel like it's a good state. We live here, but like it's pretty solid. I like the East Coast.
Can I pitch in on that?
Yes, sir.
Like, I feel like the western half of Massachusetts, like anything west of Springfield, is completely different. Like,
yeah,
anything in the Connecticut Valley looks like Boston. It has the same like sprawly nature, while it's like out here it looks way different. I really don't like the rest of Massachusetts at all.
You don't like the Boston area?
I like New York, really. That's my favorite state.
I don't know, and I like the idea that like it's different depending on where you are in it.
Yeah.
It feels like it's like 3 different states.
Mm.
So you get like there's a different vibe throughout.
You guys have left to say any thoughts on the matter? Thank yous that you want to say to the people?
Yeah, thanks for the votes. I'm really glad it wasn't like bad driver.
All right, so getting your driver's license is it's a quintessential part of the high school experience. You know, suddenly you've got a car and everyone respects you and asks you for rides, and you can go to the office and get one of the cool like Monument Mountain lanyards that all juniors and sophomores have. But anyways, a big part of driving is driving safe, of course, and not everyone in our class is amazing at that. So, without much further ado, your winners for Road Menace are Charlotte Ivy and Frank Karbelnikov. So congratulations, guys.
God damn it.
I was pretty sure it was something to do with my car.
Well, you are in it.
What makes you a road menace?
Because my car is really loud. That's probably why. I don't think I'm that much of a road menace, other than just that my car is a little menacing.
And Charlotte, what do you think? Why do you think you were nominated for this?
I don't think it's because I'm a bad driver, because I'm a great driver and I need the world to know that. I just like to do other things while I drive.
That would make sense.
For example, I did one time change my pants while driving, but I know there are people in our grade that do worse things while driving. So.
To be fair, though, about that is impressive. I think the thing that makes it road menaces is it's really impressive because it was accomplished, but it's impressive because the chances of it being accomplished were pretty low.
I feel like they weren't. I can drive with my knees.
So our next question.
Pull pants down over them.
Or with one hand. I can change my pants with one hand.
Did you have shoes on?
No, I take my shoes off all the time.
So the next question is...
Hold on. Is that illegal? Is driving without shoes illegal?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's also illegal to drive without shoes that have a back strap, so it's illegal to drive in flip-flops. But
you're good at driving in Crocs as long as you put the strap on the back, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So the next question is, what were your timelines for your licenses like? When did you get your license? Were you like on time, or were you like a year late or whatever?
I got mine like right away, like the month after, or no, the same month that I turned 16, I got my learner's thing.
Yeah. I got my permit the day I turned 16, and I got my license like 16 and a half in like a week. Like I got mine really, really quickly.
What's the fastest you guys have ever driven?
This is going in the video. Well, this car will go like 160 plus.
Hold on.
On the Mass Pike one time.
Oh my god. Wow. Okay. I've gone on North Plain Road coming home at like 1 a.m.
80 on I've done that. Enjoy your stardom as the biggest road menaces.
Yeah,
oh my god. I'm so mad about this.
I actually win something now.
A sense of pride and accomplishment.
At least we won something, Charlotte. At least we won something. Hey.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Store. A comprehensive state-of-the-art eye examination. The right contact lens.
Motor dysfunction.
I'm a little hungry.
Think of it as a slightly irregular, hollow sphere that takes in light and translates it into images.
Usually, this is a bit of an unorthodox one because usually, we have the two people who won. Haley Anderson also won, but she could not make it, so we're just doing it with you. Also, we usually ask some questions afterwards, but we couldn't really think of any for this one. So without further ado, Adam, anyone you would like to thank?
Anyone I'd like to thank?
Yeah.
Definitely John Broderick.
So like I said, usually we ask
Nice.
follow-up questions, but I mean, we couldn't really think of any. So do you wear glasses? Do you need glasses? How good is
I used to wear glasses, but not anymore.
Oh, nice. So congratulations, Adam. Thank you for making the time and stopping by.
Yeah, thanks guys.
Some of the early arrivals here for the 61st Annual Academy Awards.
Congratulations.
I'll take that.
Wow, that looks like some real genuine shock from our people.
Love it.
I mean, obviously your peers think that there's a possibility that you end up becoming famous. What do you think that would be for?
Yeah. See, the funny thing is, all my friends are all really talented, and like when they all have like one thing that they're really good at. I don't really have that thing. I don't really think I have like one definable thing that I'm really good at. I don't even really think I'm that good at anything. So maybe an autobiography of my life. I don't know. Maybe someone will write a book about me.
That was incredibly uplifting.
Very humble.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really know. I think time will tell where my career takes me, but I know going to New York City and majoring in business and like, I guess personally I want to make an impact on the world. So I do appreciate like getting this award. It's very nice, but I don't really know. I guess time will tell.
I would imagine people, voted for you here partially because you, at least from what I understand, you have such, you're centered around basketball at school, at least. Do you think you'll continue basketball at all in college?
Not a chance.
Yeah.
I'm past, like, it's high school sports are fun and I'm definitely grateful. I think I had a lot of fun doing it, but I'm ready to not be a basketball kid, if that makes sense. Like I just, a new start is good, and going to New York City, that's exactly what I'll get.
Which of your peers or your friends do you think that, like, in your personal opinion, do you think would be most likely to be famous?
Olivia Seaman, 1000%.
For?
Singing, acting. She's gonna be on Broadway.
All right, Nick, I'm gonna go with you. I think, with your, I'm not just saying this because you're here. I think with your talents with cinematography and filming and all that stuff, I think there's no way you don't end up making something that gets famous. So that's my answer.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. That's why he's my boy.
The gold medal is awarded to Lutz Dombrowski, German Democratic Republic.
It's a pretty good one.
Thank you, Alyssa, for making this meeting.
That's the first time Alyssa has been thanked for making the meeting.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I just want to say thank you. I like that we're still doing this.
All right, so we have a couple of questions to ask because that's how we do things around here.
Sure.
First of which, very nice. Who brightens your day?
Charlie, who brightens your day?
Lucas Kissel brightens my day.
Yeah, I definitely have to say the same.
Like, do you guys make because you guys are both very kind-hearted people, do you make a conscious effort to be kind every day to the people that you meet and brighten their day, or is it subconscious?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah, I agree. Everything takes effort, including the way you act.
I got a question. What was, like, when we were back in school, what would be your favorite part of the day? Or like something what you look forward to?
I liked seeing everyone at like lunch in the senior center.
Yeah, I agree.
Being able to be with everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, people mix well there. There's not a big separation of anything. Like, even though people are sitting with their friends more, it's much more like homogenous. People talk to each other, even if
in this together. Every 12 seconds. Someone remembers. I know you think about jumping ship before it sinks, but we are on.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
The numbers don't lie.
That's pretty sick.
I voted Nick for this, but not myself.
That's funny because I voted Eliza for this, but not myself.
Are you serious?
I'm not kidding. That's pretty funny. But no, that's a cool award. I'm happy about that. That's cool.
So the way that we usually do this, of course, Nick knows because we've done it so many times. But we have some fun questions that we like to ask, stuff like that. Hopefully nothing that'll be, too difficult going in unprepared. But one that I just wanted to ask, like, what's your favorite room in the school?
I'd have to say, I don't know. I'd have to say probably the locker room, just because, like, just a lot of my best like memories, like from like sports and stuff, always end with like going back up to the locker room and like getting your stuff and going home, and that's kind of like,
Apart from Miss Burkett's room and the library, I just need to throw them in. I would probably say the auditorium, because like I've performed there so many times, and like the backstage is like really cool, and there are so many like secret rooms and like doors and passages in the auditorium that are a mystery, and I enjoy it there.
What are you proudest of about the community around the school?
Ooh. Well, the first thing is that I know Calissa Nelson was she was like the driving force behind it, but like the recent protest for like Black Lives Matter, I guess it would be, in Great Barrington, there were so many current monument students as well as alum there, which was like really good. I knew a lot of people there just from school alone, and so that was really cool to see, just to see that we go to school in a place where people at the end of the day like share the same good like values,
and they'll stand up for them, right?
Yeah, exactly. And so that was really cool to see. But other than that, I love stuff like community unity and watching like the freshmen get like ripped to pieces in tug of war by the seniors or whatever. Like that stuff is really funny to me. Yeah.
I have two answers. I think I'm proud of our eccentricity, I guess. That sounds so weird as a noun. I feel like as a community, like there are lots of different kinds of people, but no one like sort of fits a stereotype like you would see on TV or like movies. I don't know, everyone's like very intersectional in like their interests and their passions. Like, I mean, Nick, you play sports and everything, but you're also like a big AV voice, and I don't know, I think like everyone is pretty unique, and we all respect each other too. So even if we're not close or like we don't run in the same circles, like there's like a respect and there's a sense of unity that's always there. And I think you see that a lot when we come together in like big events, or like Spirit Week, or when everyone like shows up to sports games or to like theatrical performances. But then I'm also like really proud of the memes that we've made and how we've turned like really strange and very difficult times like that we've all shared together into memes that like everyone around the school sort of shares. I don't know, and I think like our sense of humor, like a collective sense of humor, also brings us together. Yeah,
I like that as well. That's definitely a big part.
Shout out to the Dr. Doug fan club.
Yeah. So true.
All right. Well, a lot of positive things being said, of course, but
Oh gosh.
if I'm not gonna say to like trash something, but if there was something that maybe you could see changed, I guess, what do you think it would be?
I mean, there's a lot of like, there's always room to improve in every area. I think like, even though like, I feel like even though we do have definitely a unique and stronger than usual sense of unity at Monument, there are times where I see like a lot of like bystander activity and stuff like that, where like, I see like a lot of people like just, I guess if I were to sum this up like really shortly, just I would want to see people embrace that like idea of a stronger than usual sense of unity more, and like not let that fall through the cracks when they had the opportunity to either do that or don't. like if you have the chance to do something good, just to do it and like have that be like second nature.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say more reminders of who we are, because I feel like our community is something really special. And like there's sort of a meaning to like what it is to be a student at Monument and to be in the community. And like I think we used to have a lot of reminders of that, like when there would be a racist comment, for example, and like the administration would like organize something and speak up like on behalf of respect and all of that. And also like with Spirit Weeks and community unity, just sort of like showing that we're all in this together, like from freshmen to the seniors. Like, I don't know, we're all sort of not codependent, but like we're sort of, I don't know, we're part of something. I'm falling apart here. I don't know. I would like more demonstrations and like more in events and activities, and maybe even just like assemblies to remind us of our character and like of our responsibilities and of how kind of special and how kind of lucky we are. I don't know if that makes sense.
All right, well, I've got one last question. This one's a lot more upbeat. Of course, we're on our way out, so I was thinking if you had something that you'd recommend younger people in younger classes, or maybe people who are just coming in, or for some reason watching this video, things that you would recommend that they try at some point in their high school career. Like, you know, like I would recommend doing musical as soon as you can and just seeing if it's your thing and going from there. Something along those lines.
Mine is without a doubt go to a basketball game. You have to. You just have to. They're so much fun. Yell at the other team, make them feel sad, do whatever you have to do. It's awesome.
I would say, I mean, personally, I would say like try Fall Fest, because it's like as soon as you get into like high school, it's like right there, and you have opportunities to act and also like do stage management and like set design and anything you might want to explore in the realm of theater, and like meet the community at large, like the community like of the Berkshires at festival. But I would also just say like branch out of like where your interests are. Like if you primarily love theater, I would suggest like going to a sports game because they're tons of fun. Or like if you primarily like sports, like go and support like the arts that are happening. And I thought of another answer to the last question about what I would want to see change. And I think another one is sort of that like intersectionality, where everyone supports one another, whether or not like they're interested in whatever it is going on. And how like we celebrate, like as a community, we celebrate sports, and as a community, we celebrate like the music or like band performances. And so that's like something I would want to see happen, is like more younger students like going to explore everything that there is, even just as an audience member.
Yeah.
Well, if that's that, then thank you for stopping by, both of you. But yeah, that was a good one.